Hey, I'm in a car here. Look at this. I was this lady here. She thought I was wandering around aimlessly, without a purpose, lonely and lost. And so say hi to Denise.
Hi.
She's actually taking me across the Chesapeake Bridge, so I don't have to pay for a shuttle or an Uber. Now I'm a day ahead. This is a day ahead because I was gonna just a couple miles up the road here, just hang out tonight. But that'll be okay. I have an extra day to hang out on the other side. And so we're driving through Annapolis here right now. Yeah. And somehow we're gonna make it. Yeah. So thank you very much, Denise.
Oh, you're welcome, sir, who I just saw on the side of the road and never went to high school with or anything.
She lives in the area, and she wasn't going to be this way, and she happened to be out this way, and so she said, hey, I'll come and take you over the bridge if you're going over there today. And I said, no, I'm not actually going over the bridge today, but I'm going over it in the morning, but I figured, hey, wait, what's 12 hours?
Everybody's so nice here.
Yeah, and so and Denise I went to high school with, so it's not some random stranger.
And he's my eldest kid's godfather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Linda, I've talked about Linda, and you might, well, you saw Linda. Yeah, you saw Linda earlier, and you might see her again if she comes out with Kelly. All right, so we're going to go get something to eat, and then over the bridge. And maybe I'll take a picture of the Chesapeake Bridge, because it's nice and sunny today.
Oh, yeah, you definitely should.
Yeah.
See you later.
All right, so this is the American Discovery Trail as it goes over the Chesapeake Bay on the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, and no, you can't walk over it. So those of you who are planning on doing the ADT, it's what it looks like. Kind of fun actually, especially with all the what's going on over there. There's a current over there. Especially with all the sunshine and everything, it's a real pretty drive.
Outside.
It's been a quiet day today for me. It's like there's silence that's just kind of settled. Although, there's still the ambient noise going on, but it's just like there's a silence, And I guess it's just me being reflective with 5 days to go. But still, I really find myself reflecting on everything this past 9 months or so. And I guess it's kind of fitting too that I'm in some open country here these last few dozen miles. But right now I've been reflecting on the places that I've been. I'll put a video together of all the places later on, but just kind of a few that come to the top of my head. The desert, of course, out in the beginning. And then I'd have to say Route 66 was probably a highlight as well. The wide open spaces there. Crossing the ranch, but after the ranch, the Grand Canyon. That was certainly something. And then, man, the more I think, the more I come up with, but kind of skipping ahead. The Rockies. Yeah, take a look at that. Naturally. It's almost 4:30. Probably need to find Kansas, wide open areas of Kansas. It's not all just zooming by on an interstate, looking at miles and miles of cornfields. The Missouri River. The current's pretty fast, but big rivers like. And I'd have to say of course, the back roads of southern Indiana and Ohio and West Virginia. The C&O Canal, that was a highlight. And now here we are in the far eastern portion of Maryland, just getting to Delaware. Lots to think about. And while I'm on the topic of reflecting, kind of different topic, people have asked me, well, what are you going to do next? What long hike are you going to do? And I don't know, some have mentioned the PCT, CDT. But you know, maybe I'll just get over to the ocean there, and maybe I'll turn right and just head on down to Florida when I'm done with this hike. That'll be kind of interesting. Go down to Key West. What do you think? Gee, are they blowing the horn for me? Are we about to be bombed? Tornado warning? Volunteer fire department? Nah, I just want to think it's all about me. I'm coming, folks. Keep the parade going. Well, I'm here in Ridgely, but I don't see the parade. Where is everybody? I see they've got the those lined up already for everyone. Huh. Well, we'll make our own parade. How's that? Well, after a rousing parade, let's go visit with everybody and get something to eat. Yeah. Here we go. Where is everybody? Hello, everybody. I'm here. Yeah, that was a dud. Okay, everyone, say merhaba to Aslam at the 9 Central Diner.
Hi, everyone.
And this is her place here in Ridgely, and she came by to greet me while I was having a nice tuna melt, and then there it is right there, and she set me up with something else. But you want to tell everybody a little bit about your place here?
We are in the best town in Maryland, in Ridgely, and we have a diner here. It's homemade homemade meal, and it's a family restaurant. And my husband is one of the best chef in dirt, I can tell you that.
All right, so the best chef around, not only in Ridgely, but in all of eastern seashore Maryland.
That's correct.
All right,
correct.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for stopping by.
Okay. These final few days, I find myself really focusing on and I guess using to meditate. Sound of my footprints and the clip-clop of my sticks, putting them in union. It's really been a challenge not focusing on what's ahead, because as I've told you, I think a couple times in the past, that I really learned early on in the trip, the first few days, that just had to turn off my mind to to time that's ahead, time that was behind. Had to turn off my mind to distance, what was left ahead, what was completed behind, and just be in the moment, because I found that thinking of those things could just make the trip so interminably tedious, terrible. So in the moment. I guess that's the way we should live our lives, right? Just live in the moment. Don't worry about what's ahead, what may or may not happen, and don't fret about things that may have happened in the past, and just focus on right now, being in the presence with others, because our presence is a present in and of itself. I don't know how to really describe it even more, but yeah. So yeah, final days. Well, isn't this funny? Ha 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 ha. Third day to go, and I took a wrong turn. I'm supposed to be over on that side of the field. Because you know why? Because when the field gets into the when the road gets into the trees over there, that's the Delaware state line. But no matter, because guess what? Right here where this road curves, where I'm on, that's the Delaware state line. I guess we'll use this shadow. Here. We'll use this shadow right here as a makeshift Delaware line, right? Technically it's on the left side of the road here. So, here we go. Welcome to Delaware. Hooray! Delaware. Oops. Maryland, straddling two states. And isn't that kind of interesting too? Now that I'm on my last state, Delaware, right here, I'm entering the last state, my last state, which was actually the first state in the Union. How about that? So welcome to Delaware. Hooray! Well, I should say that Delaware has made it official for me, so thank you very much, Delaware. Welcome to Delaware. Dun, 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 dun. And I'll show you something else here. There ends the gray pavement of Maryland. And there starts the gray-brown pavement of Delaware. How appropriate, it's a quiet day. Delaware there. Maryland here. Maryland over there. Delaware, right here. Guess I gotta be careful standing in the road here, huh? All right, so to get back on track, I'm actually gonna turn left on this road right here, and that'll put me back onto the official American Discovery Trail route. Don't know how I missed that other turn. Guess I was reflecting, huh? Reflecting. Well, hello there. Come over to see me, huh? Put these right here. There we go. How you doing, huh? Now, this is an electric fence, is it? No. Okay. I'll come see you. How you doing, huh? Yeah. Yeah, how you doing, huh? Got your winter coat on there, don't you? Yep. Yeah. You're looking nice. All right, see you later. You're following me, aren't you? Well, come on along, carry my stuff with me. We only have 3 days down to the beach. Come on, let's go. Yeah, okay. You know what? Maybe you need to ask your owners if you can come along. Go ask, and if you can, just follow me down the road here, okay? Because you're running out of fence here. See you later. Well, it's that time of day. Look for a camp spot, stealth camp tonight. I could knock on someone's door and ask if I could stay on their land, but over here, it's actually very interesting. This is some forest land that's owned by a big company, and in fact, the company that owns this, they own a lot of forest land across the country. But anyway, the company that owns this is the 4th largest landowner in the United States. How about that? And the nice thing is there's no private property, no trespassing signs on there, so maybe I'll disappear into the woods tonight. Another milestone of sorts. This will be this is the last stealth camp for the trip. Tonight will be in the Redden State Forest, so that one's official, but yep, no more stealth camping. I'll have to go on another trip, I guess, in order to do that. It's almost like I'm in Kansas again. I've been passing these fields with the pivots here. And look at that. Over here off in the distance. Is that a grain elevator? Huh. Did I wake up to a dream, or did I take a wrong turn and get back to Kansas? So, about 35 miles left. Maybe 30. Yep, short distance. I guess it's somewhat appropriate. The last night of camping out will be in a forest, or it was in a forest. I'll be in a motel the night before I end here, but yeah, kind of an interesting feeling, you know, packing up everything. That final, I don't know what you call it. It's almost like the finality, so to speak. No more camping. The end coming up. Last time I'm putting things in the backpack, and the last time I'm clipping it up, and then the last time that I'm walking away from a campsite, albeit a rainy one. Yeah, the feeling is certainly interesting. I can give you that right here. It'll be interesting to see what this final 18 miles today and the 3 miles tomorrow feel like. I'm finding this road to be quite meditative. That's one thing I've been impressed with here in Delaware, is the amount of forest land, woodland that I've seen. And all this woodland right here, I just passed a sign. It's state forest in conjunction with the National Forest Service. This land's being held in perpetuity as forest and woodland, and nothing happens by chance, you know. It's one of those things that right before the end helps you kind of reflect and not be in all the noise and the hustle and bustle. So interesting. The other thing that's interesting too is that the temperature actually rose during the night, and it's almost 20 degrees warmer than it was yesterday, and it's about 100% humidity. So needless to say, I'm warm, and there's nowhere for the sweat to go. On the way to Milton, and after Milton will be Lewes. That's where I stay tonight. And then the grand finale tomorrow. I don't know what to think. Well, hello. How you doing? Came to see me. Oh, look, there's another one there. How you guys doing, huh? Don't have anything for you. You're fat. Are you a girl? Girls don't have horns, do they? Huh. Hello there. You got a beard too? I'm getting rid of mine when I'm done. Yeah. Howdy. Hello over there to you too. Hi. All right, well, thanks for coming to see me, but I'm gonna head on out. I still have about another 16 miles to go. Yeah. I got an early start. How about that too? But still 16 miles. It's gonna get me in almost maybe at dark. Well, maybe about an hour before if I keep going fast. All right. See you around. A Preserve America community, Milton, Delaware. I'm actually not going into the downtown part of Milton. There's a little cutoff right here. Saved me about a half mile or so. But half mile and 18 miles, it's 10 minutes, right? Or maybe the cutoff is where that FedEx truck went. No, it is actually here. It's an old rail line from what I'm told. And yeah, it'll cut off maybe a half a mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile. So that's worth it. I think this is the library here. Well, that would be a interesting place to camp, wouldn't you say? It's the Dogfish Head Brewing Company in Milton. Interesting name, isn't it? Well, this is the first graveyard or cemetery, whatever you want to call it, that I've come across, not only in Delaware, but since coming across the Bay Bridge. Eternal rest grant unto them, O Lord. South of Lewes here, Lewes, a lot of construction going on, and I think that's what's going to go on over here too, is houses. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's the first time on this journey that I've seen big residential construction like this. Huh. Landlocked, but maybe not for long. Well, this is the final 6 miles into Lewes. That's where I'm going to stop tonight and then do the final 3 miles to the end tomorrow. But this is the new Georgetown to Lewes bike path. So I took a detour off the official ADT and came down to this. It's a lot, looks like it's a lot better. Don't have to walk on the roads, the busy roads and all that. A lot quieter too. More time to, that's right, reflect and think about the end coming up tomorrow. All right, so talk about flashbacks. Here's a kiosk for the Georgetown to Lewes trail. It was an old rail trail, but look over here. Does that ring a bell? No. Cool Springs Station, although it was called Cool Springs Station. I'll put a link up to that video up there and also in the description to that video in Arizona when I was at Cool Springs Station along Route 66. Get your kicks. So I'm still getting flashbacks here at the end of the trail.
Black cherry soda right there.
Get your kicks on Route 66. Interesting, as I get too close to the end here, all this new residential construction going on that I haven't seen on the whole trip, except when I left Southern California. And then look at that up ahead. Now I'm getting, I think, a little flavor of Kansas again with a grain elevator. And I had Arizona back there at Cool Springs Station. What else am I gonna run into on these flashbacks here in the last what, 3.5 miles to Lewes? And on second thought, I guess that's not a great elevator. Well, Lewes, first town, huh? That's something I learned today. First town in the first state. I knew about the first state. So there's the road down into downtown Lewes, but I'm going this way. Still staying on the bike trail. Welcome to Lewes, huh? Yes, I'm walking in the gravel instead of the asphalt. It's softer. I guess after 4,000 miles I can take my liberties, right? Say hello. Hello there. Oh, of course, I say hello, my shadow goes away. Come on. Oh, there we go. Hello. Let's keep walking into the light. Ah, there we go, yeah. Take a look how the sun is highlighting the edges of the tree here. And take a look at this house too. By the way, this is the historic district in Lewes. Nice houses here. And I'm supposing that these houses, their land actually goes across the street there onto the, what is that called, the canal or something? But anyway, nice places. Let's go onwards here. And I'm just about to my place where I'm staying tonight. And then 3 miles down that way or less is the ocean. You know, with all the history I've come across on the journey here, Santa Fe Trail, Lewis and Clark, Civil War. Never did think about that one little war back in 1812 between the British and the Americans, the War of 1812. Well, anyway, Lewes played its part in the War of 1812. If you can read this, it had its own little bombardment from the British for 22 hours in 1813. So, yeah, that War of 1812, we all forget about that, don't we? Well, this is actually a pretty nice place here for my last night. Room 307. Let's go take a look and see what room 307 looks like. Yeah, a little corner room. It'll do. Pretty nice though, huh? Oh, by the way, this place is called the Inn on Canal Street. So if you ever get here to Lewes, Delaware, I'm pleasantly surprised, and it's a nice place.